Yo, what's up? This is First, coming at you from the Comeback Kids. Want to welcome you back to our channel. Been a long time since we did a video. Just been busy. As you can see, the village has been progressing nicely, but just haven't had time to make any videos. Oh, we got a tree here. Get rid of the tree. Oh. Well, as you can see, I got all 5 builders working right now. The next available builder will be in 6 hours and 5 minutes. And so for the next 6 hours and 5 minutes, you will live, little tree. So enjoy your life. After that, you will be cut down. So yeah, we run a tight ship here. 5 builders, using them all right now. So yeah, just trying to keep on upgrading these defenses, as well as upgrading the heroes. Anyway, wanted to bring you a video today with a couple of replays from some, I think, pretty interesting raids, at least in terms of the results of those raids. Always fun to see close calls. And so I'm going to start with one from our current war, and then I'll show you a replay from our most recent war that really was the closest of all close calls I've ever seen. I have never seen a raid that came this close. So, well, I'll start with the one from this war, and it was an attack by look at those here. It was an attack by Andrew. I guess I go into the war events. It's been a while since I've done a video here. And Andrew got a star right here. Alright. So we're going to walk through what Andrew's going to do here. Let me pause it. First, he's got that balloon. He's going to be able to lure out the CC. We have different philosophies in our clan. Some folks lure the CC, some folks don't. For me, if the clan castle is lureable, I always like to get the troops out of there. It just takes away some of the unknowns when it comes to continuing the raid. So he drops a couple of balloons there. You can see he spread them out a little bit, which was very smart because they had air bombs right there, 2 air bombs, which would have damaged both balloons. But instead, as you see, it only damaged the front balloon because he spread out the balloons just a little bit. So when you're dealing with wizard towers or when you're dealing with air bombs, to the extent to which you can spread out the bombs, it will help prevent all of the balloons from taking that damage. So you can see he's got looks like a couple archers coming out, as well as a level 6 wizard there. So we'll keep playing. Alright, I'm not sure if he got them all out. I don't remember, honestly. But he got a lot of them out. Looks like 5 wizards and 5 archers. 4 archers. So he probably got them all. It's probably 25 spots. So he lures them out here to the left. He's got a skeleton trap that popped open, so he's got skeletons. Now this is where he has a slight deficiency in killing these CC troops. He brought a couple of witches, or he brought a lot of witches, but he's going to use a couple of witches to try to get rid of these. Witches are great. Right about here, he probably could have gone all the way to the corner here, dropped 3 barbs, which would start running towards the troops, and right away drop 2 witches and a couple of wizards. Oftentimes you'll see clan castles that have that variation of troops in their clan castle. 2 witches, 2 wizards, 3 barbs. And what happens is the barbs run up, they distract the troops long enough for the skeletons to be raised up from the dead and start running towards the opponent's CC troops. So now you've got 3 barbs, 8 skeletons, and you've got wizards behind them pumping all the damage into the group of clan castle troops. And usually enough skeletons will be generated, 8 skeletons at a time. Enough will be generated to distract all the troops while the wizards clear out the clan castle. And you shouldn't need any additional troops beyond that. What happens is he ends up using the barbarians to lure them out even further, and he runs out of barbarians. And so when he drops his wizards, you'll see the troops immediately go after the wizards. So just a little tip from what I found right here, even though the troops are still back here, there's they're not all the way on the outside. You want to have a little lead time. So right now is when I would drop all the way here in this corner 3 barbs, let them run for a second, and then drop the 3 witches and 2 wizards right there, if you don't have those troops already in your clan castle. But instead, you can see he lures them out, and at this point, once they kill this barb, at this point he's got 1 barb. I don't remember if he uses that one to protect it, but if he were to drop his witch right now, all these troops would only see the witch. Now eventually, after about a split second, the witch would raise 4 or 8 skeletons, but these troops are only going to see the witch because that's the next troop they see. That's just part of their AI. So he drops that barb, and now he's wondering what to do. So he drops those witches. Now even though there are skeletons already spawning, doesn't matter. Everyone in that clan castle has only seen the witches, and once they see a troop, they focus on it until it's dead. And so they'll ignore the skeletons and go straight for the witches. And you can see that's exactly what happens. They take it out there. They take it out there. And then what he does is he surrounds it in wizards. But he would have liked to save some of those wizards, even though the wizards will join in the regular raid. He didn't lose them. He did lose 2 witches and ended up using more wizards. So this is not a criticism of Andrew. He actually pulled off a really good raid. You're going to see it's a very close call. But managing those CC troops, if you've got 2 witches, 2 wizards, and 3 barbs, that will take out very close to any clan castle breakdown. I can't think, maybe balloons, because they have splash damage, and if you shoot them and they fall on top of the witches and the wizards, they might kill them. I'm not sure, but whether it's dragons, whether it's wizards, witches, 2 witches, 2 wizards, and 3 barbs should do the trick. All right, enough of me hammering that. So what happens here? He clears the CC. That's fine. That all gets done. He drops a couple of golems. I'm going to speed through this because the really interesting stuff is coming up. So you can see this is all going really well. The little downside was the Barb King went around here rather than going to the inside. Everyone else goes inside, or at least the Archer Queen and the Wizards go inside and follow that golem. So, alright, so at this point, he's got the Barbs and a few Wizards over there. They're going around the side. That maybe's okay. They're going to pick up a bunch of percentage, which is going to be what gets him a star. So that's good. But the Archer Queen and the Wizards, they come inside. So you can see the Archer Queen is shooting down that Tesla. Now it's shooting at a wall. We've got a couple of witches, wizards. Alright, so things are looking really good. That was a perfect raid spell. I'm pretty sure, yep, that raid spell captured the queen. So perfect raid spell. She's got the queen. You got the queen in it, and yeah, you also got the wizards. And so they're shooting at the town hall. Now he drops another rage right on top of that, and he was the first to admit that the spell placement. He probably should have waited a little bit there, but that's not a big deal. He's keeping these things all raged up. Now you can see the Archer Queen got distracted there and ended up shooting at the Barb King. The opponent's Barb King is right there. There's a level. You see the number 10, and so this is the frustrating part of the AI down there is when the Queen sees the King, she will leave the town hall, even though the town hall is halfway done, to go chase the King. So she shoots the King, kills the King. Everything's going okay. Queen's still full health, and I believe is now shooting at the town hall. The problem is she's got 2 Teslas shooting at her and an X-bow, so she's going down fast. And that golem has been farting around on the outside of the base and is not protecting her. You can see she's still got about a third life, and that Town Hall is very close to getting down. This is where maybe that second rage, if it was spread out a little bit, might have raged her a little longer, but I don't know if that's the case. She's still enraged. I think that didn't matter. It's just bad luck. Okay? Now, look at that. She's almost dead. She's got a sliver. And so does the Town Hall. I mean, you cannot get much closer to dead than that Town Hall is right now. I think we all know what's going to happen because I called this a close call. She's going to die. And the one hope I had was that when that golem broke up, maybe it would create splash damage and kill the Town Hall. It unfortunately did not. It's too far away from the Town Hall, and that was it. So a really good raid by Andrew. A couple of things I noted, but you know, at the end of the day, whether that costs the raid, you know, we'll never know. We ended up, or we're going to end up winning this war, I think. The clan's coming through really nicely, but yeah, that's you could see the sliver of health. That was a difference in a 2-star and a 1-star, and you know, after that kind of raid, I probably would have been throwing my phone across the room. Alright, the other raid that I wanted to show you, and I'll try to go through this one a little more quickly because it's already an 11-minute video. Let's see here, War Log. You can see we won by 1 star, so any star we didn't get would lose this for us. Now, first of all, I got to give a shout out to Part-Time 24/7, picked up the clutch star with 19 minutes left till war, and for some reason the other team, which had 4 attacks left, decided not to raid. So mega props to Part-Time for that clutch star. But I want to show you a defense here on Seth that if this happened to me, I don't know what I'd do. I might quit Clash for a week. Alright, so you can see this guy attacks Seth, and I'm going to fast forward through a lot of this, but this is a go we wipe, I guess. You got a couple of golems, a couple of P.E.K.K.A.s, a lot of wizards, and a witch. And he's got another P.E.K.K.A. there. Now that's a level 5 P.E.K.K.A. That P.E.K.K.A. is going to stay alive darn near the entire raid. Just a beast. Now he doesn't go inside, he goes around the outside, so he's not taking much fire. But alright. So let's take a pause, look at inventory. They're breaking through the inside. The Barb King and the P.E.K.K.A. went around the outside. They're going to clean up all that stuff around the bottom there. And the inside, they're going to be able to make their way all the way into the middle. Let's speed it up here. Alright, uses a heal spell there. Alright, they're taking out the Teslas. Alright, now at this point, they're now shooting at the Town Hall. Alright, the Town Hall's gone. They got their 2 stars. What's the inventory? You got a Queen with about 3/4 health. Got a mini golem there. Got, looks like, I don't know what's hiding back there. A wizard. A couple of wizards there. Got that big beastie level 5 P.E.K.K.A. And got his king. Alright. I want you to notice something else. That Tesla right there. Watch it. Alright, gets 1 shot at it. Couple shots at it. Alright, so all the troops in the area are dead, and that Tesla has about 2/3 health, and that Expo has about 2/3 health. So that's a scenario in the core. The core was not completed, and the Queen is not shooting at the core anymore. The Queen's shooting out here. So that is going to survive, that part of the core. So fast forward, they're making their way around. You can see the Queen still sticking with the outside, not shooting at that Expo. Now the Expo is turned to the Queen, going to kill the Queen right here. Alright, now the Queen had her ability. I didn't realize that. So the Queen's going to hide, break out a few more archers. You can see he's still got 10 archers left. He's got That's it, troops available. He hasn't even dropped yet. He's got that P.E.K.K.A. out there. He's got a few wizards here. He's got a mini golem, and that's it for now. So he's at 90%. He's thinking things are looking pretty good. There's some very weird stuff. Alright, so the queen is now shooting at the X-Bow. But the X-Bow is going to turn on the queen and kill that. So the X-Bow now has a sliver of life. But that sliver of life is huge because it shoots just as hard with full life as it does with a sliver of life. So it's shooting down. Looks like those little blue things are going at the wizards. So it's going to kill the wizards. Now he has decided to drop all these archers up here, with the exception of 2. Now this is inexplicable. The P.E.K.K.A. is beating down that wall. Rather than going in and providing some protection for these archers, she is, I think it's a she is beating down that wall like an archer queen. There's nothing on the other side of that wall, of course, but there was earlier. So in the meantime, it is actually, the P.E.K.K.A. is actually acting as a meat shield for the X-Bow, because the X-Bow is already locked onto her. So the X-Bow is leaving the archers alone, but the Tesla is not. The Tesla is right there nailing the archers. That might actually be okay. A Tesla does double damage to a P.E.K.K.A. So having the Tesla distracted by the archers maybe is okay for now. Now what I can't understand is these archers right here, look at what they're shooting at. They're shooting at a wall. There's nothing behind that wall. There hasn't been anything behind that wall for quite some time. What are they doing? So okay, so you got that. But they are staying out of the way of the Tesla, so even that is probably okay. P.E.K.K.A.'s coming in. That level 5 P.E.K.K.A.'s only half dead. So things are still looking pretty good for him, probably. Now the Tesla's locked on. You can see the Tesla breaks down the P.E.K.K.A. pretty quickly. But none, well, let me see. All these archers are sitting there shooting that wall. There are a couple archers behind the P.E.K.K.A., and it appears that they're shooting at the X-Bow, and they'll take down the X-Bow here in a second. Okay, so they did. So they took down the X-Bow. So now you got a wall that's almost down. You've got those 2 archers backing up that P.E.K.K.A. and a Tesla that's, what did it have, about 1/3 health left? 1/3 to 1/2? Alright, so the wall is now down. So now everybody's following the P.E.K.K.A. So it's just a race against time at this point. That P.E.K.K.A.'s almost dead. That Tesla right there has 2, I guess it's a little more than half life. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 archers behind. Alright. So the P.E.K.K.A. just died. What's interesting here is there are 1, 2, 3 archers left and a Tesla that's almost dead. I believe that back archer is still shooting a wall somewhere around there. In fact, I know they are, because you can see it with that little, let's see if I can do my mouse here, that little bar right there shows that archer, for some reason, is shooting that wall. Now, will it make a difference? I don't know if it would have or not. I don't know if that last archer could have taken out the Tesla. But for some reason, that archer was going for a random wall when there's nothing behind it. That was the last building. So that Tesla, with how much life left, saved the raid and saved a star in a war that we won by a single star. I, at that point, after this raid, would have probably quit Clash for at least an hour, if not longer. So, good defense, Seth. Crazy close raid, but yeah, it's kind of fascinating when you break down these raids and what actually happens. So we're going to call it quits there. Thank you for coming and visiting our channel for a little bit. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to find out about future content, feel free to subscribe. We'll try to come out with videos a little more frequently than we do now, but basically we do videos whenever there's something interesting I want to share. Not just going to do a video for the sake of doing a video. So keep on clashing, everybody, and peace out. See you.